Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Beauty Dharma Summit. I am Leslie Kristen, and today I am with my dear friend and the most amazing and knowledgeable person that I know in skincare, Diana Tepper. Thank you, Diana, for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, we go way back. She has been, our careers have kind of like crossed paths, and she's purchased CARA for some spas that she's worked with. And when she worked at Dermalogica, she's brought students over to my trainings, and like it's just, and now we do educational things together. And you have a studio. It's just, and here we are. So welcome and thank you, because get ready. She's going to share some super cool things with you today. She's a wealth of knowledge and she's super fun.
You're awesome. Thanks, Leslie.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to share with you, before we go into our beauty questions, I want to share with you a little bit about my friend Diana. She began her journey into the beauty industry at the age of 12 when she was diagnosed with acne vulgaris by a dermatologist. At 16, she was still battling acne unsuccessfully and decided to take a more positive and hands-on approach by enrolling in an aesthetics program and receiving her facial license. Wow. 16 years old. That's amazing. I furthered my education. Oh, she furthered her education by attending a postgraduate school and earning an AS degree in paramedical skincare. By then, her love of learning and helping others was born. Her vision and philosophy to help others achieve healthy skin is the inspiration for creating Clear Skin Studio and Creative Spa Consultants, Inc., which is a postgraduate skincare educational company. Her experience in working closely with plastic surgeons, being a postgraduate educator for the International Dermal Institute and Dermalogica, and a partner trainer, skincare educational leader, and coaching consultant for Paul Mitchell, the school, helped her achieve this goal. That's quite the resume there. She has also worked closely with chemists, assisting them in skincare product development. And her latest passion and creation is launching a line of essential oil blends.
Yes.
Yes. So we didn't do that in 3 years, nor five, nor 10.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic journey. And I feel like I'm just starting, like I'm just beginning. And I just kind of feel like I'm climbing that mountain again and just can't wait to get to that top and just keep going. So it's really, really exciting.
It is. And her, you're, I would say you're a little bit like me, where we've pretty much only been in this industry, right? Like
Yes.
you've been in skin your whole life. I've been in makeup my whole life. And it's meandered through so many different areas. And I have to say, she is a true leader and also just so passionate about skincare. So with that said, Diana, I'm going to ask you our first question, and that is, what does beauty mean to you?
Okay. Beauty, I feel, is everywhere. When you look at everything, you're either going to see beauty or you're not. It's really your perceptive. And honestly, I believe that beauty is in the words that you speak. They are in the actions that you take and how you portray yourself and how you treat other people. And honestly, just being able to completely, honestly, unconditionally love yourself, be kind to yourself, and most importantly, which I think for me is the hardest, is forgive yourself. If you
Mm.
can honestly do this and just love yourself, flaws and all, then you're going to be able to share that beauty with others. And we're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. So being able to just shine that onto other people. And I truly believe that everyone on this earth has a light inside of them. Everyone does. And it's just if they choose to acknowledge it, they choose to embrace it, and they choose to just use it for themselves as well as others. So, beauty for me personally really is taking care of yourself and loving yourself so that you're able to do that with others.
Wow.
That's
All I
kind of
can
what I
say
believe.
is
And I practice
wow.
it. I try and practice it every single day. Sometimes it's a yay, and sometimes it's not. But
This was
it's a
beauty
work in
church right
progress.
here. That's what I call my Sunday classes. When I'm teaching class, it's like, welcome to beauty church.
Yes, exactly. That's it. See, you get it.
It is that. Oh my gosh. I mean, did you guys get goosebumps? I mean, really, like that was just so profound, and it's so true. It's so true. And it's something that is, as Alexandra had mentioned as well, one of the other speakers who's an author who you guys can't miss. I keep on talking about her, um, is that, beauty dharma, which is our purpose, is also, it's a discipline. It's something that we work on, like you were saying, forgiving yourself. It's not, oh, I forgave myself today, and then
Yeah.
it never will happen again, right?
No, exactly. And just loving yourself honestly, because if you can't love yourself, for me personally, it's nearly impossible for me to be able to show that and to love and forgive others, and I really love to give back. So I think that's like just a core belief that I have, and I try and just share that with others that come to see me and that I come into contact with, and it just feels good. We like to feel good.
Felt good right after you told me what beauty meant to you. I was just like, yes, it's like this infusion of energy. So absolutely it is. Oh, okay. On to the next question here. So the next one is, when did you discover your own beauty?
Well, it was not when I was a teenager, I will tell you that. I'm gonna say, gosh, probably not even in my 20s. As I started getting into my 30s, I was really taking a look at myself and really discovering who I was. I had no idea who I even was. I mean, just through life's unexpected obstacles and challenges, it was almost like you're just trying to get through one and then you hit another one. And so it was kind of like crazy times in my early 20s and late 20s. But when I got into my 30s, I thought, hey, wait, hold up, who am I? Where am I going? What's going on? So I'd always been in this business, since I was 16. And back then it was, okay, how can I make someone look super pretty on the outside? And how can I look my best? And what do I have on? And what's my skin like today? But then it kind of started transforming. And as I started to get more mature and more mature, I thought to myself, gosh, it's okay if I'm just having a bad hair day, or maybe my makeup's a little off. And I started noticing that I was actually beautiful on the inside and I was able to touch other people's lives. And in this industry, literally, I mean, some of the people that would come to me, gosh, after they would leave, I would just cry. And I'm like, wow, they were amazing. So I think it started really in my 30s when I stopped obsessing about the outside. And I stopped, well, I don't have this material thing, or I'm driving this car. When I stopped that and I really took a step back and realized, hey, who am I and what am I really made of? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? it kind of transitioned for me at that moment. And I had that big aha moment in my 30s. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really am great. I really can get things done. So it just kind of got the ball rolling. And I think for me personally, I started to believe more in myself, because self doubt, honestly, is just a huge thing for me. And growing up, it was just, oh gosh, can I get this done? Am I good enough? Am I? And it's something I think that some of us struggle through our entire life. And there are honestly days, Leslie, when before I even get out of bed, I'm thinking, okay, I have all this to do today. Can I get this done? Can I? And then I just stop and I think again, yes, yes, you can. There's only one you, and you're going to do it amazing. So I think it really started in my 30s and just kind of rolled into all these different things that I started branching out, because I just started having a little more confidence here and a little more confidence there. And then if something came in, that stumbling block, instead of just falling to pieces and falling apart, I thought, okay, you know what? It's not the end of the world. I need to get up, put my big girl panties on, and I need to move on. So I think it really kind of started from there. And then I taught my kids the same thing. Come on, up, let's go. So
Oh, having to give ourselves these pep talks, and just and I think we're both leaders, we're both people that make stuff happen. And but a lot of people uh don't necessarily, that really kind of consumes them a lot. And even though I would say we both are leaders, you still need those other people in life to coach you or to mentor you, and having that connection. Like, every single person that is in this Beauty Dharma Summit, every single one of you as speakers, it just proves that being able to hear, just what you said is so important for, either a daily practice or a ritual or something, that can continue when we're like dragging or
yeah,
that like I'll get overwhelmed and then I'm thinking, oh my God, I need to have a piece of chocolate right now. Like, it's the main thing. Let me stop everything right now. And it's just my go-to because I'm in overwhelm.
yeah,
I
let me calm down and let me shove this in real quick so I can rethink again. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you, because it's not easy. It
no.
easy. But I agree, we need so many other people in our lives also. In that, I mean, this is just such a blessing and such a gift that, you've given to all of us, that we are able to view other people and listen to their stories, and how they change things and how they still are changing things. And it's been so fantastic. I've been looking forward to it. And when I'm at work, I'm on my phone scrolling through, okay, who's the speaker today? What's going on? What am I going to learn? So it truly has been a great journey in this beginning with your Beauty Dharma Summit, and just listening to other people and what they're doing and how they're doing it. It's very, very inspiring.
Thank
And
you. And
yeah, that's something that you have to have.
we do. And especially at a time like this, I've said this before, it's been, I mean, even Diana and I, because we talk every week,
Yeah.
um, it's been rough this year. Like, we've just needed, you turn on the news and your eyes just roll back in your head. And it's just, and that's hard when you have all of the energy from the outside world and all the life. And with you've got children and school and virtual school and COVID and change, like, it's all of the stuff that our normal life is, on top of that, throwing a whole bunch of other stuff that just kind of totally messes us up. And then with our businesses being shut down,
Yeah.
so that like halted our income, halted employees' incomes. I mean, it's just been something that we need to infuse ourselves back up, like fill back up that cup with the things that we are passionate about. And of course, Diana and I are in the beauty industry, so it's something that we thrive on making people feel good. And so I want for you to share with them some of this aromatherapy journey, and what can you share with our audience about the fabulous knowledge that you have taken several courses, brought her in. Our employees have incorporated, amazing facials at Studio CARA that she's taught us with, your knowledge. And I what I love about it too is that even though, I mean, all aspects of skincare, but we've been able to bring in some more holistic type of approach to skincare too. So share with our audience, like, where your passion's going, what you up to now.
What I'm up to,
What
girl.
you up to?
Well, I love acne only because I suffered from it. But as I'm treating clients, and as I'm researching, and I research ingredients to death. So as I'm looking at a lot of different products and a lot of different things, I'm thinking, okay, so I know with acne clients, and especially now this year, and as the years go on, the world is just getting so much crazier and crazier. How can we get back? How can we ground ourselves? How can we take time for ourselves? So I kind of started on this essential oil journey. I've loved oils my whole life. I grew up as a little girl. My family, is in this industry. My mother has always loved skincare. So it wasn't foreign to me. And I really started researching oils years ago and was introduced to so many different things. And I thought, in our industry, we get into this so that we can help other people, not just on the outside, but on that inside. So I really started heavily researching and finding there were just so many beautiful benefits to introducing essential oil blends into your life,
Mhm.
just even before getting out of bed. So helping to re energize you, or even to focus, help to balance your day and relax you and calm you. So I started playing, and I love to play. I love to make stuff. So just, my own little crazy little lab, just making all these crazy things. Okay, what note goes with this? And there's low, high, medium. And there's just so many amazing things. And basically, aromatherapy is using essential oils, and it affects our senses, all of them. So using these and blending them to incorporate them into your life is really just taking time out. And it doesn't have to be an hour, it doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It can literally be a minute to 2 minutes before you even get out of bed. Or if you're in the shower, I've taken one of these blends and I've thrown it on my body puff because I need that pick me up to get me going, because I'm not a morning person, but don't tell anyone. So I need that like peppermint and spearmint to get my own self in gear. But just sprinkling it on there in the steam from the shower,
Mm.
just infusing it and putting it on my body, and essential oils penetrate into the skin immediately upon contact and even smelling them. So kind of along this journey, doing a little different things, I started creating and sending them out to labs and getting a lot of things done, and just finding my clients are just so much, they're getting so many benefits from it. And using and utilizing a pressure point massage, which I'll show you a few little pressure points here real quick,
Yeah.
but just taking this into your life and taking care of yourself first and foremost above anything else. Because if you don't take care of you, it's nearly impossible to have enough of yourself to take care of others and to reach out. And when I get to work on clients, literally, as I'm cupping over their nose and mouth and they're breathing, I am breathing with them out loud, coaching them in their breath and going through it, and then applying the oil on them. And I immediately am calmer, I'm more balanced. I almost feel like I'm grounded, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
And everything is just copacetic and I'm ready to go. So taking these, Utilizing them, smelling them helps to relax you. Taking a little lavender, sprinkle a dot in your pillow at nighttime to relax.
Mm.
Taking these blends and just smelling them and using them on your body and applying some of these points. You can even take them and sprinkle them in your bathtub. At nighttime, sometimes I'll do that with a mix of lavender and geranium when it's just been a day and I have no chocolate in the house. Then I go sit in the tub and I sprinkle it in, and the scents and the aroma just infuse through the bathtub and affect you. So, upon saying that, remember, take care of you first. And
Absolutely.
are you ready for a couple points?
I am, but I wanted to, before we go into that, I just wanted to ask you, or maybe you can do it while you're with the points, but I wanted to ask you, what are, like you're saying, geranium and lavender, can you share a couple of the, different essential oils and what they do? Kind of like maybe some of the main ones, or why you would choose one versus another?
Oh, absolutely. Well, all essential oils will perform three main functions. They will hydrate your skin, they'll oxygenate, and they will detoxify. So, of course, you must err on the side of caution. So, if you're pregnant or nursing or trying to become pregnant or have medical conditions or taking medications, you always want to check with your physician first because they do detoxify.
Mm.
So when you're picking different essential oils, if you're using them on your body, you want to make sure they're in a blend, so a big carrier oil. But lavender, we know lavender goes across the board for calmness, trying to relax, go to sleep. But it's also great for refocusing, for balancing. I mean, lavender is probably everyone's go-to
Mhm.
essential oil. It's the safest oil. They know it, they love it. Rosemary is fantastic. It's a great decongestant. I use it in some of my blends also with geranium to help if you're having a lot of anxiety or it's just kind of a crazy day. It does help at times to kind of take you down a notch and just kind of even your keel, if you want to say, or kind of even you out a little bit. Lemongrass, one of my absolute faves, like peppermint. It's a go, an energizer, and it smells amazing. It's probably the most popular blend that I have because it does wake you back up. And who doesn't like to smell lemons? Maybe some don't, but it just smells clean.
Yeah.
And again, it does help you focus. It's a great focuser as well. So those are just probably some of the few. You have your spearmint, your orange. Orange wakes you up and gets your senses going, gets your mind going, and you're more alert when you smell the sweet orange or the orange, as well as tying in some of that spearmint in there.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of different ones for the pick me ups and the kind of relax and just like that anxiety. Sometimes before my daughter has to take a test, I'll say, "Hey, wait, hang on. Let's, put this little blend on with some rosemary, geranium, a touch of lavender, and let's kind of just, clear your senses." So, sometimes it can help you that type of blend in that aspect as well.
Ah, I'm just, I can smell them as you're describing them, right? I love it. Oh, well, good. So now you've got some goodies with us to show what we can do at home, right? With
Absolutely.
oils.
Absolutely. So you want to make sure again that you have a blend. So you have a carrier oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil that it's already pre-blended with your essential oils. Please don't go and grab straight lavender essential oil and stick it all over. You don't want to do that. Make sure it's in the blend. So once you have your blend and it's safe for the skin, and it will say that on the bottle, you're going to take it. And I think the most important thing that we should focus on is our breath because we do not spend enough time. And even though I teach it all the time, I practice it with my clients, I have to talk to myself because I need to practice it more.
Yeah.
So breathing, really breathing in. So when you're breathing in through your nose and you're filling up your stomach, pushing out that abdomen. So you're really breathing in and pushing out that stomach and then out. loud through your mouth. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Get it out. And a good 3 inhalations and exhaling. After you do it a few times, you kind of feel a little lightheaded. And it just goes to show you that we don't breathe. All our breaths are short, short, short. So when you're using essential oils, you really want to take that time to breathe them in. And when you breathe them in, you're going to take your blend and you're going to add, usually like 4 to 5 drops is pretty good. You're going to add them into the palm of your hand. And when you're using essential oil blends, you want to make sure that you press them. You don't want to rub them because that tends to break the oil down faster. So you want to go ahead and press them. And then you're going to cup your hands. I know Leslie loves to call this the aroma tent. I love that. Isn't this your little aroma tent? Yeah.
Aroma tent. Yes.
So you're going to cup your hands just like this. And you're actually going to place them above your nose and your mouth. So it looks just like that. Can you see that? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going to close your eyes and you're just going to breathe it in. And you're going to exhale it out. You're going to breathe that great scent in. You're going to exhale it out. And you want to take a few times to do this. Normally, I practice this about 3 times with my client. It introduces the scent to your senses and gets all that feeling in. And then your body kind of starts to go and you'll feel it. They do make a difference.
Oh, yes.
So just a few quick points. You're going to take your oil and you're going, I have to take my glasses off for this. And you're just going to press them into your skin, nice and light pressure. You can put them on your décolleté, your chest if you want, your neck. You're just going to make sure it's on there. And some great points to target headaches. A lot of the weather right now, the barometric pressure is kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. So your first point is right here on your hand, right in between your thumb and your pointer finger. So you're actually going to take this meat right here and the other side, your pointer finger's here and it's pressing together. This is your first point. So you're just applying pressure. You're pressing and you're releasing. And your pressure is about light to medium. You can go a little more firm in this area because it's kind of meaty. So you're just going to press here and release. And you're going to do this about 3 to 6 times. Then you're going to move on to your next point, which is right in the middle of your forehead where your widow's peak would be. And you're just going to take your thumbs and you're going to press. So you're just going to go in. Yep. And you're going to press into your skin light to medium and then release. And this helps to release a lot of that tension and pressure right in the front of your forehead. You can also feel it on the crown as well. And when you press and release, you can actually feel it going all through and just releasing out. Your second point, or your third actually, is going to be your temples. So remember, and this is what I say in the video, your temples are right here, not all out. So you're going to go here and you're going to take your 2 fingers, usually a good pointer, middle finger is good here. And you're just going to go ahead and lightly do a small little circle. And then you're going to apply that pressure in between and just release. And when you release, you don't have to take your fingers off. You can leave them on if you want. But basically, you're just going to do those little circles, press, release.
Do you do it in a forward, like clockward, or does it matter? Counterclockward?
You're going to work counterclockwise because when you are circling, you're always going to work towards yourself. So yes, it's counterclockwise when you're doing that. So 1 circle, press, release. Then your 4th spot for your headache is actually right in here. So right into your eyebrows, in the beginning of them, you have 2 little notches in here, kind of like 2 little spaces where your fingers sit. And whenever you're working around your eye area, you want to make sure you use your ring fingers because they have the least amount of pressure. So you're going to take those tiny little spots that are located right in here, and you're going to use very light pressure. Because if you go medium to hard, sometimes you can cause a headache to become worse, and you don't want to do that. So you're just going to lightly press and then release. Lightly press and then release. And this also helps to clear through here, through the nasal area, underneath the eyes as well. And then if you want your sinus, if you need to clear that out, that's something that a lot of people suffer from. You're
Right.
just going to work right here. So the last point to show you would be right on the side of your nose here, right underneath. So you're going underneath your cheekbone in this area. You're taking your fingers, going in, and you're going to lift up. So you're going on the side of your nose and you're lifting up like this, like a little rabbit. So your lip goes up. It's uncomfortable and weird, but if you want to feel good, do it. You go in this puppy, you lift it like this, and your nasal cavity and your passages completely clear and open up. And if you're using oils such as lemongrass with some rosemary geranium, it really gets in there and it just opens up a lot of those blockages.
Yes.
So those are just some of the points that can help you before you even get out of bed.
Or
Trust me.
how about before going to bed? Could they do that too?
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
That would probably even
Absolutely.
help you like sleep better, I would think.
It does, especially if you're not clogged in through your nasal cavity area and through here. So it will help to open that up before you even go to sleep. And
Mm.
for that one, I would say get something with a little bit of lavender and lemongrass in there, because that would be lovely for that. Kind of help you relax too while you're clearing it out.
Yeah.
But absolutely. Morning, noon, and night.
I,
Just do it. Takes about
yes.
2 minutes.
I need to actually keep, okay, so share your blends that you have and the different blends or that you're creating. I don't even know if you've launched them yet.
So the blends that I've created, there are actually 4 different ones. So when I use them on my clients, they're about yay big. When I have clients that want to practice them or use them, they're a little smaller, like the half ounce. So basically, the 4 blends that I have a purifying, and that has a lot of lavender. And I always use grapeseed oil. And these 4 blends, grapeseed is my carrier oil because it's safe for oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, doesn't clog pores. It's a very, very strong, powerful antioxidant, 50 times more powerful than vitamin E is by itself. So it
Mm.
has a lot of vitamins and omegas packed in it. So I will use the geranium and lemon mixed with the grapeseed lavender. I also have a rejuvenating, which is probably the most popular,
I
which
love rejuvenating.
yeah, it infuses the lemongrass. The lemongrass, honestly, I wish I had a lemon tree and I could just extract it myself somewhere from the leaves because I think I would eat it. That's how good it is, but don't do that at home.
No.
Anyway, so that one has, your lemongrass, a little bit of lavender. It also has geranium, and I'm playing around a little bit with frankincense because I'm finding that has a lot of great properties.
Yes.
I have a serenity oil that does not have lavender in it, but it does, of course, have the grape seed. It has some sweet orange. It has a touch of spearmint and peppermint.
Mhm.
And then my go-to is called my soothing facial oil blend. And that one is strictly grapeseed and lavender.
Mm.
And sometimes that one can just knock you right out and go right to sleep because I think the lavender is so powerful with
Yeah.
that. So they're great blends, and I've
Mhm.
used all different notes in them for all kinds of different purposes to get you going, to get you relaxed, to balance and focus. So they do help. They do. And they get you out of bed in the morning, and that's a big thing for me. So
Absolutely. And I have to say, I mean, we've been using her oils at the studio, incorporating them also with our, and I think we've even sold out of them too, but incorporating them into our services with our facial treatments. And they do. I mean, some of our clients, they're just, well, first of all, I love my little aromatents,
yes.
and especially if they say, oh yeah, I suffer from headaches or this, and of course we live in Florida, so the barometric pressure is like
Oh,
over
crazy.
the place, and
Crazy.
it just is. I mean, even when you're giving a facial, you get so much of the benefit. And sometimes, to be honest with you, I feel when I'm doing massage, like I go into a trance, like I'm just,
Yes. Oh
right?
my gosh. Yes. I agree 100%.
There are
100%.
times like I'm like, like I'm, and it's not like I'm falling asleep, like I'm just kind of boom.
Yes. Listen, there have been times that I've forgotten a step and I'm like, whoa, where am I on this pressure point here? So I have to like go back. Wait, what did I skip? So I completely agree 100% because it affects you as well as them because it goes right into you because you're doing
Yeah.
it. So I agree hands down on that one.
Yeah, they are truly magical. Um, and it's not like, oh, okay, I've got grapeseed oil and I'm going to put like this. Like you've
Yeah.
calculated the perfect amount of the blends that you've created. So it's not like willy-nilly putting stuff together, right?
No, they have to be completely measured on a scale. They have to be taken percentages and grams and no, no, no. Yeah, they have to be completely measured. And you really have to know the notes, the oils that you're working with to make sure you have the correct amount and you don't go over that amount where it could cause any damage. So, yes, absolutely.
Mm. So how can people get them from you?
Well,
But and you also have a free gift because she said a little something about a video. So you've actually created a video for our audience so they can like learn more than just the little snippet today, right?
I did. So it goes a little bit more into the oils and it goes a little bit deeper into that. And also, it does introduce those 5 steps to you with the pressure point and the breathing, but it takes you through it completely different. Where you're doing it with me, we're going through the 3 times, and you'll have more explanations with that also, so that you can practice it at home and you can benefit from that. So you can contact me, of course, through Leslie or by our website, which is clearskinstudios with an S.com. And we have a little 10% off form, a contact form, and has our numbers listed. So you can actually call me, text me if you want more information, or if you have any questions. If you have some stuff at home and you have questions because you don't know what to do with it, you can give me a call. But yes, we do sell them in the tiny doses and we teach you how to use them. And you can put them on the little face cloths in the morning or at night before you go to bed and just put that face cloth on your face and just relax. So there's a lot of different ways you can use it.
Yeah. And I'm sure I can't wait to watch the video. I'm gonna learn so much. I know I love it. Well, I love all of this. I love aromatherapy. I love Ayurveda. I
Yeah.
mean, our industry is so cool. And I have to say, those of you out there that, and I'm sure a lot of you are like us, you're entrepreneurs and you're business women. It is not a luxury to get a facial. It is a necessity. It is good for the soul. It's good for your skin. I mean, taking care of your skin and then learning, how to wind down is how we can be vibrant and beautiful in our 60s and 70s and 80s. I mean, and again, you are seeing this throughout, our whole beauty dharma summit of all the different speakers.
Yeah.
And it is it's something that, like, I think most all of us have already said it is about, filling up our cup so we can be able to give it to others. Diana, you are a wealth of knowledge, and I can't wait to watch that video and learn more. And even though a lot of us know these things, you kind of have to rewatch it again to go, oh my gosh, I forgot, or you've got certain things in your drawer and then you realize like, God, I haven't used this. And just to, you know, take it all in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree totally. So, yeah, go through those drawers, practice some of these pressure points, clear your head, get energized. Absolutely.
And toss, I would say another thing is if you've had oils in there too long and you open that up, that is not good. You need to toss that. Like oils need to be fresh. So
Get rid of it.
nothing worse than putting some rancid oil all over your body.
You know immediately too. You'll smell it. It's
Like a
bad.
lipstick. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That is actually going to be one of my gifts to all of you as well. You'll learn that on the session is doing your inventory, because you don't want old nasty things in there.
Oh,
Get rid of
oh
that.
my goodness. No, no. Uh-uh.
Oh, Diana, you are just a dear. Thank you so much for sharing that. I am tonight going to do all of these things and get my oils, because I have Diana's oils here. And we will definitely watch you on the video. Thank you so much. Of course, I see you all the time. You're always in my life. And we will see all of you on the next session of the Beauty Dharma Summit. Take it all in, live life beautifully, and we will see you very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leslie, so much.
You are so welcome. Bye.
Bye.